Here you go, gang. This is Mike G from Mr. GTV and Mr. MikeGarner.com. This is my point of view looking through the front windscreen of my pickup as I drive through the back streets of Hua Hin in Thailand. So this is what I'm seeing in my point of view, and what I'm going to talk about is my point of view. You don't have to watch the screen. It's quite hypnotic. Here's some traffic lights coming up. At night in Thailand, these traffic lights, they flash like that. It means that the traffic lights aren't working. They turn all the traffic lights off at night on the back streets, and it's a free-for-all. That just works like a crossroads. But generally speaking, traffic lights, you know, would be green for go, amber for get ready, and red for stop. Every time there's a traffic light, it's an opportunity, in my opinion, driving the car to check into yourself. It's an opportunity, if you're waiting at the traffic lights, just to go into silence. You're probably in silence anyway driving, but what I mean by that is having 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, eyes open, golden time. An opportunity just occasionally as you're going through a city, or in a suburb, or a rural area, or a coastal area, you stopped at the traffic lights, and the fact that the universe has stopped you at the traffic lights is an opportunity to check in to how you feel and what you want to do next. It's an opportunity to align with the divine, to go inside. The universe has given you a red stop at the traffic lights, and just stop overthinking and tune in to your intuition. Thinking is conscious. Silence and stillness and still point, created in golden time, creating that meditative state, even for 10, 15, 20 seconds at the traffic lights, and maybe longer, allows you to ask a number of questions. Am I in the right place at the right time? Is what I'm doing now and next going to move me towards my goals or away from my goals? And I'm constantly doing that. I'm reviewing the situation, as Fagin says in Oliver. Famous song, I'm reviewing diddle-diddle-dee the situation. How many of you review the situation? How many of you, if you like, consider if what you're doing is creating what you want to create? It's not a case of whether it's right or wrong, it's whether or not, and I don't mean lawful or unlawful, it's whether or not it's creating what you want to create. Because if it's not creating what you want to create, why are you wasting your time doing something, driving somewhere, walking somewhere? Take the opportunity to check in with yourself, create stillness and silence in this golden time. And I'm just giving you one example of if you're driving and you stopped at the red traffic lights, but it could be that you're just on the school run and you're just waiting for the school to open. So you've got a moment in the car to yourself before the kids dive in and then it's chaos. Or it might be that you're at the checkout and you're in the queue. Just use these opportunities where the universe stands still for a brief amount of time in your reality, and just check in with yourself and ask yourself, how do I feel? And is what I'm doing now or next going to create what I say I want to create for myself and my family, or myself and my business, myself and my life, myself and my health, myself and my finances, myself and my relationships, myself and my brand? Is what you're doing now and next moving you towards it or moving you away from it? Or is it a complete waste of time? Because if it's a waste of time where you're going, what you're doing, then ask yourself, why are you wasting your time? And if you exchange the word time for life, why are you wasting your life? I have realised that most of the things that create the successes that I've experienced in my life have been manifested out of doing one or two really good things repetitively with discipline and determination. That you can run around doing lots of things that create nothing, but if you have a winning formula, stick to it, you'll find that there's just a number of really good things that you can do or think or ways to behave, actions and reactions that create the successes that you deserve and desire. Then there's lots of other things that you do, and you probably repeat doing those because they're easy and you've always done them, but you'll probably find that they don't create anything. Like wasting your time watching television, or wasting your time with certain people, or wasting your time repetitively in certain places and spaces in front of certain faces. And you might ask yourself, why do it? Well, I've always done it. I've always gone there on a Monday night. I always do this with that person. Now, if that's the decision and it creates something for you, even in terms of companionship and some level of pleasure, then, you know, you can justify it. Quite often, you meet people and the conversations are on repeat. Completely pointless. On a hamster wheel with the person, on a hamster wheel with an activity, on a hamster wheel with a job. In other words, going around in circles and you're never going to get off it. And that's one of the questions that you can ask yourself at the traffic lights, or in the shopping queue, or when you're on hold waiting for your call to be answered, making an appointment, or with a call centre. Your call is important to us. You're in a queue, and when you're in that queue, go into the silence and ask yourself, what am I trying to create now or next with this call? I want to put the phone down. What am I going to do with it now or next? How do I feel about it? How you feel about it will give you a lot more information than what you academically know about it. And then the question is, what are you going to do? Take some purposeful action, not on repeat. Maybe to get something different, you've got to do something different. So take these opportunities that the world gives you, as I've already said, to check in with yourself, check in, step up, be a winner, because you already know what you should be doing, and probably most of the things that you're doing to avoid it are just compensations or excuses. Be powerful, guys. If you need any help and you want to chat, I'm here for that. Just look at this beautiful bridge that's ahead. This is my point of view, corporately, holistically and clinically. But there's a wonderful bridge here that I'm coming to. I don't know if you'll see it in at this time of night. Just go around this roundabout, it'll be in front of you. It's a glittery bridge to the gateway to the temple village where I live. I live near a place called Wat Huamongkon, and all these Wats, all these temples have massive gates. Look at that. How about that, guys? That is epic, isn't it? Life can be epic as well when you're living on purpose rather than by living on accident. Get on purpose, guys. Create still point, and you'll get your best advice that's already within you, because you are your own best expert. Take care.